Hello, so this is a video response to Batcave Dilemma, in which she talked about what is it like being goth. Now this is a really loaded question, because obviously the definition of goth is different to everyone, and as she said, being goth has a different meaning to everyone. So I guess I'm just making a video response, mainly because she said that it makes her excited when she gets a video response. So I wanted it to be one of the video responses that she'd say, "Yay, I have a video response." So here's your video response, Natalie. Anyhow, I think it's a really interesting thing, because I think that you get to notice a lot of. I'm sorry, I'm watching a squirrel crawl on the fence. Okay, you get to watch a lot of how people think. There's a lot of psychology with the way that people will judge you, and the way you have to work around those barriers. Now, obviously, just looking at me, you can see that I am the epitome of darkness. Rawr. Well, that's what some might think, even though I'm very mild, and I'm not vicious or angsty, as you might picture me to be. I have always felt that I need to almost work harder just to prove my kindness and intelligence to people, because they would assume that I was someone who doesn't care about anything. Just, screw the world and screw everything, and I don't care, because they assume that I look like I don't care. So being a goth, if you do care about things, and you are intelligent, and you are thoughtful and caring and nice, you have to work extra hard to prove that to people, which I think is a lot of the reason why sometimes goths are even, dare I say, nicer than regular nice people, because we have to try extra even harder to prove to you that we are. Whereas some people, you could just see them and you think, oh, what a nice girl, I can see, but it's very strange how that is. Like, what is it like to be a goth? Well, you just It is almost a strange question, because it's like something that you have no basis of comparison, almost. Because, like, if you ask someone who was of an insert ethnicity here, what is it like to be of that insert ethnicity here, they would have no basis of comparison, because that's all they've ever been. Not to say that I was oh, sorry, Lady Gaga, but I wasn't born this way. And I grew into this. I became part of this subculture, but however, I have no real basis of comparison, because I feel as though I fit in here, whereas I didn't really fit anywhere else where I had tried to style and such. So what is it like to be a goth? That's just my life. It's just what I am. And I agree with you, Natalie. I don't think of it as like everything. Like, my world does not revolve around that is goth, but it is a big characteristic of which I define myself. Not that I define myself completely as goth, but a lot of what I like and enjoy and partake in is goth. Something else that I find kind of interesting about this question is that, like, what is it like to be a goth? Goth is a subculture, and what is culture? A people's way of life. Then what is life? All humans that are alive experience life. So what is it like to be goth? What is it like to be a skater? What is it like to be a prep or a jock? I think it's the same. It's being a human. It's living. I breathe air, and I have blood, and my life goes on the same as everyone else's life goes on. Although I indulge in different experiences and have different interests, what it feels like is hopefully exactly the same as how everyone else feels like. Or so I assume. Which you shouldn't assume. Assuming is bad, but this case, I'm going to assume that the way I feel and live and think is, well, not exactly not the way I think as in my opinions, but the way that I think and what it's like. I hope that that's very similar to how it's like to be you, or that guy. You know that guy? The one? Yeah. So I hate to get all chicken soup for the soul on you, but, you know, it's Lion King. We are one. Well, in conclusion, just to wrap up my point and not seem so rambly and airbrained, is that to be goth, that goth to me has been interesting and exciting, and I love every minute of it, and I'm happy to be part of the subculture. I'm pleased to be part of a subculture with such amazing people, which I have met on the internet and admire in the media. It's just, it is really good, and perhaps if any of you are asking this question in hopes to become a goth, then it'll be no different than how you already feel. It's what is goth like? It's just like how you are right now. So, and please leave a video response to Batcave Dilemma about what goth is like to you. What does goth mean to you, and what is being goth like? So I hope I got my point across without being so rambly and weird and stuff. Oh, and I just wanted to say this in video format, because I said it on Facebook, and not everyone has Facebook, is that I am nearing 1,000 subscribers, and that really excites me. I never thought I would get that far up there, so that's just really exciting, and it wouldn't hurt my feelings if you decided you wanted to share my channel and with your friends or your subscribers and say, hey, I think you might enjoy this. If they would enjoy it, if they like thrift stuff and goth stuff. Obviously, that's the only people who would, but because I just, it's really exciting for me, I don't know. So thanks for watching, and watch Batcave Dilemma's video and make a video response to her, and yada 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 yada.